Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a lovely morning. My name is Natural Red. Liverpool have just beaten RB Salzburg, sorry, not Leipzig, Salzburg 4-3 at Anfield. Sorry about that. At Anfield, first game back after winning the Champions League at Anfield. It's so good because we're just singing champions of Europe every few minutes. It's so champions of Europe, we are the champions. But the first half was amazing. Let's talk about the lineup. Everyone's picking lineups such as Ox, Milner, Keita, giving Henderson a 1-hour break, basically. That's predictions, right? No one expected Henderson and 1-hour to start this game alongside Fabinho in midfield. They're thinking, all right, I guess Klopp's going full pelter at least until an international break. So we start with the midfield. Gomez comes in for Joel Matip. And then because he's had a knock in at Sheffield United, kept up the streams of videos, you know what they're saying. And the first half was absolutely exhilarating football, absolutely magnificent. Honestly, the football that was played, it was unbelievable. Like flicks here and there. Andy Robertson, Trent Alexander just going full pout, like long balls into the feet of the fullbacks. It was unbelievable. By the passes, just everything was so good, and the crowd was up for it. And then because Salzburg plays similar to Liverpool, right? They just did like what's going on because they're the best in the league. They're not used to this absolute fearsome pressure from the attackers and midfield, especially when you got Henderson, Wijnaldum in the front. They're absolutely going full pelt at you, like fuck. And Andy Robertson as well, absolutely going full pelt. It was unbelievable, and we just scored 3 goals out of nowhere. Mata gets the first goal, absolutely lovely 1-2 with Bobby Firmino. He puts a past the keeper, puts a nice, it was sort of like a nice pass, finish shot in, and that's 1-0, and the crowd's going up for it. We're just harassing the ball off them. Salzburg couldn't get their feet on the ball, and we just had full control of the ball, basically. And then the second ball, Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold combined the two. Robertson makes a lovely run to the center of the pitch. Henderson and Salah make a 1-2. The ball goes out to Trent because Trent and Robert had so much space. It was so good for us. Trent puts the ball in. Robertson gets the goal. I mean, Robertson's helping Trent with assist this time. It's unbelievable. So good to watch. And that's 2-0, basically, just like that. And then the third goal, it was like all the goals were just good. You know what I mean? Hang on. It was just, I need to remind myself that it was the third goal because it was so many goals in the match to remember. Mohamed Salah. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's right. Mane, what's it called? Mane Robertson on the left-hand side. Mane crosses the ball, but Bobby Firmino, he heads towards the keeper. It's saved. It's actually not a bad save because he saved it towards his defenders, but Salah gets into it and he puts it on. And that's 3-0. And you're thinking, how good is this? How good is this? It's unbelievable, right? And thinking, all right, come on. And then they got a goal from absolute brilliance. That attacker absolutely done Virgil van Dijk. You see it, right? And think, he's human after all. You're thinking, oh, he's absolutely done him, hasn't he? He's absolutely fucking done it. And all the rivals are going to be absolutely wanking that off for the next week. What a game it was. Very exciting. It was, I'm in English. It was just, how would you say? It was just exhilarating. That's what it was. And they get that goal around the 40th minute and half, and they start getting to the game before halftime and thinking, all right, halftime's going to come good to us, right? So we can, reset and go again. But they came out in the second half. We were left in the changing rooms. We were absolutely dog shit for the first 15, 20 minutes of that second half. Absolutely diabolical. Honestly, just lazy passes, very casual, very sloppy, very, very slow. And Salzburg were absolutely onto us like a hot knife on butter. Just absolutely went through us so easily. And they get the second and third goal, but absolutely just persistent. And Henderson and Wijnaldum gave the ball away a couple of times. Virgil van Dijk kicked it out. Trent and Robertson giving the ball away. It was just very, very sloppy by every single player on the pitch, basically. It was very annoying. And their crowd got up to it as well. Thoughts for the weekend after today's performance, we'll talk about later, actually. We'll talk about Leicester later. And they get the third goal, 3-3, thinking, all right, okay, 3-3. What are you going to do now, huh? What are you going to do now? Klopp makes a sub straight away. Milner comes on for Hendo. and then Origi comes on for who did he come for? Gini Wijnaldum. So we started playing with a 4-2-3-1. And then it was, what is it? It was a 4-2-3-1. Origi on the left, Salah up front, Mane went onto the right, Bobby in the cam. That's what we did against Sheffield United, and it worked. And it was 3-3, and Klopp's like, all right, we shouldn't even concede 2 goals. We almost bottled the 2 goals in the first year. Exactly. They could have had 4 or 5 goals, basically. They had so many good chances. Adrian almost passed it to the attacker. Luckily, the deflection was wide, but it was just small chances. He had a couple of good saves, Adrian, as well. But they could have been easily 4-5, 5-3 up easily, and we get a goal through basically as well. It just we started to press more. We started to be more eager on the ball. Fabinho wins the ball back. We're in the final third. Fabinho wins the ball back. The ball goes in the air. Bobby wins a header. It's onside. The other Salzburg players are putting their hand up to think it's offside, but it was onside very clearly. He heads it behind him to Salah, and Salah just on the volley bangs it 4-3, and that's about it. And we just ceased the game in the last 10 minutes. But it was just very, very sloppy. We just made it so much fucking harder for ourselves. I could not believe it. But like I said, luckily, just get the win. Just get the win. We lost the first game against Napoli. Get the win against Salzburg. Let's get our Champions League run going. I did a live reaction, so I'm editing that right now. So it will be out in about an hour or two. So make sure you wait and don't go to sleep yet. Like the video, like I said, comment what you think. Guys, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, NaturedLFC. Email naturalredproblems@gmail.com if you have any problems you have currently in your life. Email to us and we'll answer them on the podcast. How good is that, hey? Like I said, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys later. I'll do it with my left hand this time.